This is a good one. Something that kind of resembles your childhood, and like faint, kind of creepy. See, like that. So it's kind of freaky and like, you know. So that's what I was going for. That kind of creepy, big white rooms, hallways. So whenever you hear a song kind of fade out and it sounds like it's playing like kind of elevator music, you can hear it echoing. It's because it snaps back into what's currently happening. So whenever it kind of goes out and you can hear it kind of playing like in a distance, is because it's playing in this room and it snaps back to where I am in that moment where I'm walking around or I'm scared or I'm running. Basically, it goes first one, place in your head, where it's the introduction of this creature that greets me with a bunch of different things, and it's like, hey, this is your place in your head, and this is where you can go to get away from everything, and it's safe. Um, Trying to persuade me, you know, and I listen. The whole song is the introduction of what this place is, um, and towards the end, I start to realize that this place in my head where I spend most of my time is not where I should be. It's not where I should be. So I run away. And the end of the song, you can hear this creature yelling, "Come back. Why are you leaving? Come back." And it's a lot darker meaning. This creature resembles the devil and sin, um, taking over my life and, my thoughts and stuff like that. So I'm running away and think about the most creepy things that you can think about. That's what's chasing me around. And it goes to Door, the next song. It continues me running, and I run to this door and I shut it behind me, and now I'm in this small room, and I'm holding the door shut. And that song is all about I let him in. I let them in because I thought I had to. So I open the door. They were banging on it, and they come in and they stand there, and I can't tell what it is. It's hiding itself, but it's talking with a loud tone, and it's lying to me, saying that I'm what I'm what you ask God for, like what you pray to God about and what you really needed and wanted. That's me, and if that was so, then why does it hide its face? So I start to realize after a while, this is not good. This is another trick, and at this point, I just want to get out, and I run away. And the song ends with me hiding in another place. It's a bigger room, white walls, everything. And I'm laying there. And throughout this song, Door, the main thing that you hear is every night, yeah, ooh. It's making an introduction. This song, Door, has nothing to do with the Every Night song. It's my own thing, but whenever it comes into play, people start like, it's kind of like it's a thought that keeps attacking me, like, oh, I'm gonna bring you this memory, and I'm like, no, stop, leave me alone. And then it's like, oh, every night, and I'm like, no. So at the end of the Door song, I'm laying there and I'm like, please don't bring me back to that memory, please, please. And then it ends, and then it goes to Every Night, and I couldn't escape it, and now I'm in Every Night, which is a past thing, because it goes back from Door. I'm trying to hold the door shut on people. I'm trying to keep people out of my life. So it was like showing in like what I used to think and what used to happen. So that's like a memory. And so that's what brought that memory back, is, oh, this seems familiar, doesn't it? So then the whole, um, Every Night song is me talking about how I would keep the door closed from people, and they would try to get in, and and once they came in, I still hid things from them. I would open up, but I wouldn't open up. And that's basically what that song is about. This next song is my favorite song, Halls, right here. This one is my favorite song. Uh, Background of it, if it sounds like my voice is like raspy and stuff in this song, um, was because writing this song was sad, and because it's all about these doors that lead back to my past memories, things that still haunt me and stuff like that. So Halls is basically, I cried. I cried while making the song and before making the song and stuff like that. So that's why recording, I wanted to do like not a one take, but all in the same night. So that's Halls, which I like it because if you really think about it, it gets like intense at some parts and things like that, but there's no drums. It's just building up intent, like the tension, and it just builds up until it drops. You know, so it's a this, but also the song reveals that uh, at the end of Halls, I hear a scream a couple doors away. I'm walking down this long white hall and opening doors, and each door is a past memory and things like that. It could be a random memory, it could be a serious memory. And I'm in this one room looking at whatever, and I hear a scream down the hall, and it startles me. So I go to check it out, and when I open the door, it's not one of my memories. I said in the song that the walls and the floors and ceilings were covered in red. It was a murder scene or a death scene, and I said at the end of the song, I've never seen one die or dead, so that couldn't be my memory unless it was a dream I had. And the song ends there. So then it's kind of like, wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. You know, this is a place in your head. Then it goes on to all that I have right here, all that I have. It kind of dissects that last part. It continues with the first lines that I say. The first lines I say is, it doesn't make sense. That wasn't one of my thoughts. You know, that wasn't one of my experiences. I did not experience that, so it doesn't make any sense. So I'm kind of walking down the hall, like, what's happening? Like, some of these things are starting to get into this is my place. This is a place in my head. Why are these random memories coming that aren't mine? So, and then I describe that I see this picture on a wall of a random family that I don't know at all. I said two kids, one dog sitting on a balcony, and it says that there's a note on the back, signed by Anthony, and it says "screaming in agony." That's what the caption is. So then I read that whole paper, and that's what this entire song is about. Is I'm reading that experience, the one that we just heard the scream from, that it was a murder scene, and I said I've never seen one die or dead. So none of this part was something that I experienced. This could be an experience from this boy, and that's what that whole describing is that he lost his sister and things like that, and it's tragic. But at the end of his line, at the end of that letter, it says, yes, I lost her and it's really sad, but all I have is this place in my head. It's all that I have. You know, he's kind of like, yes, I lost her and I'm sad about it, but when I need to go somewhere, I go to the place in my head. So that's basically what that means, and like, you know, that's the main premise of that. So the song doesn't end there. It does go on to me saying that it's not only me that's in here. This is a false place. This isn't somewhere you should go when you're lonely. Talk to people. Don't just be like, oh, when I'm sad, I'm going to that place in my head, because it only distracts you from things. You know, it's okay to cry. It's okay to be sad, but you should never just put it out and be like, you know what? I'm going over here. It's a temptation. This creature that was in here is a devil, and it's collected these people. It's not just me. It's brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, all of that. Everybody, people are trapped in this place. This isn't just a place for me. It's not just a place for you. It's a place for everybody. Everybody's trapped in this place in our head, and we think it's good, but it's not. So that sums up that song. And we go to the final song, Exit. I get the courage, where I'm like, I gotta get out. This place is not good. I have to leave. If I can make an escape, I'm gonna make an escape. So I'm like, okay, this is it. I'm going. So the creature says, ha, you're mine now. You're mine forever. You're gonna stay here till the end of your days. And I say, no, I'm leaving. and I run down this long hall. It goes on forever. I'm running past all my memories and all these things that I said I can deal with later, but I have to get out of here. I'm running past everything. I run past the picture. I run past all the bad memories and all the good memories, everything. I'm running for this exit, this door at the end of the hall. This is an exit above it, and he's chasing me. He's like, no, you can't just leave. You're mine. And he's chasing me down. But I have so much courage built up in me that I'm running to that door. And once I make it to that door, it doesn't open. So I turn around. And the one thing I do is I face him. I face him. And he starts talking, and I'm not going to buy any of it. I'm like, no, you're holding me here. This place is not good. You tricked all these people. And for what? So then the door opens behind me. It wasn't me opening the door. It wasn't me, because I can't get out by myself. But I faced him. I faced the devil, the creature. I faced sin. And the door opened for me. And it was like, you can come in now. Long story short, I walked through the door. And it's an important lesson that we need to learn. I walked through the door without hesitation. And I plainly describe that in the song as I said, without hesitation, that door opens and I'm out. I'm out. I'm not stopping to look to make sure it's safe. I'm walking through that bright room that I can't see. It's just light shooting from the door. And I run in the back at the beginning. I am right back where I started in that white room. What that means, this past like month, my youth group has been talking about in our church about the shield of faith and like the armor of faith, all that, and I think it plays an important part in this because I walked through this door and it was an indication that you can't leave this place. You can't. Not even if you try, you won't. But you can put on the armor of faith and the armor of God, and you can protect yourself from anything bad in there, and that place will be yours. You can make it good. But when there's a single bad thought in there that you let deep inside crush you and break you, that means you don't have the armor, so you have to put the armor on. So you can't escape that place in your head. That's the whole thing. No matter how much it hurts, you can't be like, oh, boom, I'm out of it forever. Don't have to worry about it. No, what it means is that you're not using enough to protect you. If you're still scared of it, if it's still scaring you and stuff, then you're not approaching it the right way. You got to put on the armor of God. That's basically the whole meaning of the song. You're stuck in this place in your head, and you won't be able to get out. Everybody's trapped in it. Not just me, not just you. A random boy who lost his sister, someone who lost their parents, lost their grandparents, fell under addiction, anything. We're all in that place, and we can't leave, but we can protect ourselves by being strong in God. And that's basically what that song, what the album means. That's basically it.